Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning. Today I would like to present about the new theory of local commercial bank and bank lending behavior in Malaysia. Okay, actually this research, we want to identify the determinants of bank lending behavior for the local commercial bank in Malaysia, and we are focusing on non-performing loans, gross domestic product, the bank size, the loan provisions, capital adequacy, and inflations. And actually, we are using the sample from the local commercial bank in Malaysia, like RHB Bank, the Maybank, CIMB, and etc. In terms of the analytical method of, we are use Pool Ordinary Least Square or POLS through Data 10.1 software. So we found that the bank lending behavior is significantly depending on non-performing loans, the bank capital adequacy, the size of the banks, and of course the macroeconomic factors, which is gross domestic product. And meanwhile, the other four independent variables, which are non-performing loans, the gross domestic product, the bank size, have a significant towards loan growth at 5% significant level, but the capital adequacy ratio have more significance toward the loan growth at 1% significant level. Okay, next we go to the introductions. The lending activities is vital for the commercial bank's business. This is because almost 61% of the commercial bank's asset portfolio representing by the loans and advance according to BNM 2019. But in Malaysia, approximately 70% of the commercial bank's operating income is contributed from the interest income in lending activities. Thus, we can see that the bank lending plays an important role in supporting Malaysian economy. Alright, in terms of the total loans and advance, it's increasing steadily year by year, starting from 2017 to 2019. So we can see that the commercial bank have significant contribution in financing towards the economic activities. But recently, we found that the Malaysian commercial bank faced with the poor credit quality and high level of problematic loans. It can see through the Bank Negara website where there are statistics and monthly highlights regarding this issue. So according to Zuan, where their sample focusing on the Vietnam, they suggested that the bank size and the operation costs were the most significantly influenced the bank lending in Vietnam. So according to Ladim 2013, they examined their sample in Ghana. They reported that the bank size, the central bank lending rate, the exchange rate, and the capital structure are the most influential to bank lending. However, the research, many research examine the determinants of the bank lending around the world. There are little study focused on the determinants of the bank lending that is specifically on commercial bank in Malaysia. So on the top of that, due to the different methodologies, the data set, the time period of the study, and the different economic background, this encouraged us to do further study regarding this issue, and we want to prove that what are the most significant factors influence the bank lending in commercial banks in Malaysia. Okay, next we proceed with the problem statements. Actually, the bank lending behavior involves a lot of activities regarding the non-performing loans faced by the economy. So actually the NPL creates uncertainty on how the economy will grow and on how the market will go. So actually non-performing loan also can affect a lot of decision by the economic participants, including the banking institution regarding their total profit. So it happens when the economic downturns, the banking sectors have independent negative effect on the real economies, proved by the Kubilas and Suarez 2018. So there was numerous international studies and researches that documenting about the bank lending behavior at macro level, but less explored in Malaysia. So we can see the bar graph below, okay, in the next slides, show the movement of non-performing loan in Malaysia from 2005 to 2017. Okay, from the bar chart, we can see that the average value for Malaysia during the period was 3.78%. 3.7 is the average charge with a minimum of 1.55% in 2017 and maximum percentage in 2005, which is 9.39%. But actually, we consider Malaysia non-performing loan is not good percentage since the other country like United Kingdom, Australia, Sweden, Hong Kong got below 1%. There are sources from the World Bank. So because a higher percentage, it shows that the bank have a difficulty in collecting their interest and principal on their credit. Okay, so thus this study of banking lending behavior in the case of local commercial bank in the country of Malaysia is conducted for the researcher to solve the puzzle arose beside to identify the bank lending behavior. Actually, our major concern is this case can overextended the credit supply exceeding the borrower's ability to repay and could affect the performance of the bank. Okay. This one is the methodology. Actually, firstly, this research was conducted to examine the determinants of the bank lending behavior of the local banks in Malaysia, and we want to identify the significant relationship between the growth of the bank loans, the non-performing loans, the gross domestic product, the bank size, and etc. And we are using the secondary data. We are using panel data, and the number of years of observation started from the 2009 until 2018. And the local commercial bank included, which are the Maybank, the CIMB, the Public Bank, the RHB, and etc. We are collecting this data from the Bank Negara Malaysia, the World Bank, and the Thomson Reuters. And we use the pooled model, and we run the data through this data software 10.1. Okay, this one is the theoretical framework. Okay, the right hand side is the dependent variable, the bank lending growth, and all this 6 variable is our independent variable. Next, we go to the result and discussions. Okay, actually from this result, it shows that the R square is 0.3464. It means that 34.64% of the dependent variable can be explained by the all depending variables. Thus, the remaining around 65.36% cannot be explained. Okay, if we see in some of the f-stat value, it shows the greater than 4. There's a rule of thumb which is 6.39, and its p-value is less than 5% significant level. So in this study, the p-value for f-stat is 0.000, which is the value lower than 0.05. Okay, so from the result, we can see that only 4 variables, which are non-performing loan, gross domestic product, the bank size, have a significant relationship with loan growth at 5% significant level, while capital adequacy have significant level of 1%. So it's because of the p-value of non-performing loans, gross domestic product and size are less than 5%. With the value of 0.039, 0.03, 0.023, and 0.027. In terms of the capital adequacy, as we know that they get the highest percentage of 1% level of significance. So we can see that the 4 variable has a t-stat value greater than 2 that based on the rule of thumb. It proves that all independent variables, which are non-performing loans and etc., are significant toward the dependent variable, which is loan growth. Okay, in terms of the non-performing loans, it's significant with the loan growth at 5% significant level and has a positive relationship, and it matched with the Chairborn 2016 and Shehzad et al. 2010 that found a positive relationship between non-performing loan and the loan growth. it shows that the positive signs indicates that the greater the amount of loan, so its non-performing loan will also increase. Furthermore, we also look at the GDP. GDP also significant to the loan growth and have a negative relationship. Where the GDP increases 1%, the loan growth will drop by 1.3%. So the result turned out to be same like Kubilas and Suarez 2018 that concluded that the loan growth of the bank will drop if the GDP was increases. By having this result, we can see that it's a one way to stop the recession to be happening in the country that give an impact to the performance of the bank. Okay, contra with the GDP, the next variable is the bank size, also revealed by the study that has the significant result. For 1 million increases in size will increase 0.29% of the loan growth. By looking at the result, it can be supported by the previous researcher, which are Vo 2018 and Nguyen et al. 2019, display that they found a positive relationship between the bank size and the loan growth. So finally, of course, the most significant variable is the capital adequacy ratio, have the highest T-stat value of 3.1% as compared to the other variable. Thus, the result has revealed that the capital adequacy ratio is the most significant factors influencing the bank lending behavior of the local commercial bank. So in conclusion, we can say that the first objective for this research has been achieved. We want to determine the relationship between the loan growth and with all independent variables. And of course, the second objective has been achieved too, because we found that the most significant factors influencing the bank lending behavior is capital adequacy ratio. Thank you.